Boom. Okay guys, hello, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Give me a second. Trials and tribulations, there we go. In any case, we proved our client innocent of being masked the mask last time around, but the crime kinda got upped now. He's more murder. Do we think he did it? Nah, but is he getting charged right now? Well, by the looks of it, for now, it's gonna be bad. We also have to do a psychologue, which might think of, for now we talked to Adrian Andrews, right? And now, basically, she had a psychologue, because I'm pretty sure she broke the vase or tried putting it back together. Either or, don't know which one, but we'll see. Detective Acme said he got hit on the back of the head. Was this by the thief? Yep. But that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Acme was the real thief. It's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. Yep. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. Yeah. Do you have that type of skill, metalworking? I'm not sure. I mean, sure, it might just be a simple matter of bending it back and then, you know. Then it's good as new, maybe. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. Like the vase, yep. I mean, to be fair, Maya didn't even really know about it. It'd be more like the Branch family, right? That would be angry. Anyway, here. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place, yep. But please be gentle with it. I don't even know about it though. Or the big burr. Ah, nope. Still wrong, great. Dialogue still the same, yep. I still want to know about this man. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days, yep. There's something suspicious about this paint mark, yeah. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important, I do. Statue wasn't where it... The statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right? Yep. Yeah. It was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, yeah, well, if someone moved it, it was probably masked. The mask, but why? Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mr. while he stole the urn. Ah. Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. Wasn't one of them afraid of ghosts or whatever? Could have sworn one of them was. There we go. It looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there, huh? I guess it's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember Maya? Miss Andrew said we're not allowed in there. Yep. Okay, nothing really new here. Doesn't matter though, because that's not what we need to do. What we need to do is, well... We gotta... present the Magatama. No, let the Magatama compel you. I mean, it's only what? Oh, 2 locks, shouldn't be too bad. Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. No. Oh, fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same. So that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Oh. I mean, the letters are right. The letters are the same. Oh. Hey, the urn ain't even here no more, huh? I mean... stole it. Fingerprints was on it, I think of this year. Well... See, look, it was a fake after all. Oh. I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oop. Fine. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Thought I would have enough. I'm like, we should be fine. Nope. Yeah, not really anything here. Fine. Yo, we'll talk to you later. Pretty sure I exhausted her dialogue. Or did I? Well, now I'm kind of having second doubt. I'm pretty sure I did. You want to talk about this, huh? I'm sorry I can't help more, but I'm so busy taking care of everything in front of me. I still haven't given up on the treasures of current exhibit. Oh, Miss Andrews, I'm so happy to hear you say that. Looks like the treasure exhibit is the only thing she has on her mind, yep. Yeah, for better or for worse, eh? Oh, well... Him. So there really isn't anything I can tell you about that person, huh? Oh. Fine. So Detective Athme was actually Mask the Mask. She really seems depressed. I can't say I blame her. Nope. He's the one who hired the fox to guard the hen house. Yep. I'm really terrible at judging people, I guess. I should have learned my lesson after what happened 7 months ago. But I didn't. I got taken in by this flim-flam detective. Yeah. Don't feel so bad. After all, we're here to help. Yes, Mr. Wright is a really wonderful man, isn't he? And that should have made me happy. But you just admitted she's terrible at judging people. Ah. No, come on. I can tell you're happy anyway. Yeah. You know, Pearl. Such a cute little girl. I'm deeply in her debt for what she did 7 months ago. Her name is Pearl. She's training to be a spirit medium. Training at such a young age. That's very impressive. Well, as a fellow career woman, I salute her. Career woman, huh? I guess that's one way to look at spirit mediums, since they're a woman. Yeah. You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little. Oh. Well, now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger. Oh, I thought you sounded fatter. You're such a dork, Nick. I thought it was almost fat, but... Okay, sure. Nothing here. Hey, here we go. October 13, Mask the Mask, Hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Mr. Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. Knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Exit side A. And with your Let's get some more information on the light. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, please die. He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer. But he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief, ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Oh, get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different, and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different, yep. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? You have money, like you said. It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? Before you? Didn't you talk about it being money earlier, or whatever? Detective asked me. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Nope. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Acme's office anyway? Yeah. Well, now the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. Yep, sure. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal. Yes, obviously the real Mask the Mask. Is my Ron? It's not my... Yes, obviously the real Mask the Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. Detective Admin knew more about Mask the Mask than anyone else. Okay, what if Detective Admin is instead a Mask to Mask fanatic, not actually Mask to Mask? Like, what if he actually did get hit on the head? And then maybe he can remember stuff. Maybe. Or he thought it'd be his ticket to fame, stardom. Either or, really. Anyways, the detective at me knew more about Mask the Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him all in the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, he went there to ask him some questions, and that's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. The secretary said, the ex-detective isn't in right now. And I forced my way past her and into his hideout. Wait, there was a secretary. Oh. I don't remember a secretary at all. However, I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. Yep, me neither. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. KB Security, sure. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. Now it's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks she still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard, yeah. Not anymore. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, my motorcycle that is. Mary told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime, or better yet, how about now? I don't know if I'd want to be on the back... I don't know if I'd want to be on the back of a motorcycle, you know. No, now pass. It's a thanks. Well, why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Not yet. Love at first sight, So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. DeLight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life. I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers... Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too, if I were in that situation. Don't know. I mean, getting stabbed definitely doesn't seem like too pleasant of a way to go. Like, I feel like the pain would be like immense, man. Like, I can like full force my knee on the table and that hurt like heck. I can't imagine what getting stabbed would feel like, man. Oh, yeah, right after she was like, oh man, anyways, oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. DeLight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and... He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces, "Please, stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. Oh. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers, yep. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow. That's a great story, yeah. Being scared doesn't mean you're a coward. It's the fact of not acting, right? Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there is no one better. And that's why I fell in love with him like I did. Snip, snip. That's so romantic. I fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya. That possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Oh. I think that's a good gulp, right? How about Larry? Oh, this is the guy who was delivered... Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Oh. Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines. Hey. What's even more sad is that man probably believes in... Yeah, what's even more sad is that man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines, yep. Looks like he blew it again, huh? I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus, he lobbed a coffee grenade at me. You look pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning the fire with a milk grenade. Yeah, could be good. I want some knowledge on this. Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's business. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know about it, which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. Hold it. That's Ronnie's wallet, yep. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene. Crap. I gotta see. So you know, man. So you know. I'm not gonna lie. It is quite suspicious, man. Because Ronnie was wearing the whole attire, right? But he didn't have the brooch. How would he know that there was no brooch? He couldn't have known. It's mask to mask. Yeah. Reading it, yep. Ronnie used to say that a happy laugh is the lifeblood of a thief. Well, there certainly is a happy sounding laugh, alright. Yep. The harder you try, the more fake it sounds, yep. True that. Yeah, Mr. Delight really works hard at his craft, huh? I don't know, he might have been a thief. Maybe. Oh. We will talk to you later, okay? There should be security cameras all around, though, you know. October 13, KB Security, CEO's office, yep. But they were shutting the... Oh, halfway in, that's about the way to go. Legs were in the safe. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look sick. Just like you'd expect in the CEO's office, yep. What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made a real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Ho 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 ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Oh man. Wow. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Maybe. Come save, yep. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, pal. Okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Yep. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Mask the Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death 10:12 at 1 AM. Cause cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Yep. Brain hemorrhage. Yep. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Yep. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Well, it is pretty big, yeah. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe, okay, yeah, I'm like, wait, I thought it was Bullard, yeah. Maybe you could start by getting this, maybe you could start by getting the man's name right, yeah. Detective Atney. So, what happened to Mask the Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. Ah, no. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that, Detective Atney? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. Atney was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. And that's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, and that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. Yeah. The Tear of Emanon case, there was a witness on that one. A witness, Ronnie. Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Appreciate it. Yep, appreciate it, Gumshoe. That's Ronnie, ain't it? Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Yep, I'm pretty sure that's Ronnie. Yep, the precious gem. The Tear of Emanon. The gem and the thief. Stolen. It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see. But now that she mentions it, newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article on Mask the Mask's first heist. Prosecutor got off, yeah. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot. He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. Like a bat out of hell. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but... No way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps, yeah. Goosebumps, Hugh. Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Mask to cover his identity. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. That goated guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me, yeah. Maybe someone we locked away. Or someone tied to someone we locked away, maybe. Maybe. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark... I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret, yep. Oh. Let's examine the area. We're south. Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it. This was his best sunrise. Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Don't, no. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? I didn't press it. This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I thought about that. So I asked around down there. They said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprint on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. Could have been wiped. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Emergency buzzer added to the court record, connected to the basement security guard office. There are no fingerprints on it. Good desk. I think it's pretty good. Better than Hacking Gold 1. Game 1, episode 2, I believe. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones and move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Yeesh. Maya, Sphere Channel, give us a lead. Do it. These look like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid. I can't get in between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? It looks like they're filled with a bunch of the... Huh. Looks like they're filled with a bunches of files. There we go. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Yeah. What's this big book? Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes. Ah. Well, what did you find out, Nick? This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him. He could be mask to mask. What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his method and the crime scenes, ah. There we go. What if it's Ronnie? What if it's Delight, Miss Delight framing him? Maybe. It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his method and the crime scenes, yep. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see, Terravemanon, 100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item. I don't know. The number sounds kind of low to me. It's the seal. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Haynes' list added to the court record, ah. Found on the table at the crime scene, yep. Phone. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. Oh, you mean? Yeah, I think this... Yeah. I think this string shows where and how the corpse was aligned. You mean... The victim. He was killed by being crushed by the safe door. She can't be serious, can she? Yo, think about it. That guy was laying in here all night. Probably not too much decomp, it'd be fine. Hopefully the valve didn't, you know... evacuate. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened this safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so... Well, if Mr. Boulard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and... You're not one of them. Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis, I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Oh no, Ronnie. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief. Ron. So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. No, we check here. Check everything just to be safe. Make sure there's not anything valuable I'm missing that I'm gonna screw up later. I'm pretty sure we've checked the area right. I mean, yeah, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry, but tongue tie, my bad. Yep, nothing here. Oh, Gumshoe, I appreciate it, man. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's King Ballard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh, yeah. The victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Oh, you were the victim up until Mr. Ballard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbering like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. I would have missed that if it was the second game. Can you tell us more about Mr. Boulard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyways? What kind of company is KB Security, yeah? Good question, yep. Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Boulard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really, me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah, oh, KB Security used to head security operations against mask to mask. Oh, I get it. So, Ron's let go technically. And basically what's occurring is that he basically gets told how the security is going to be because KB handles it. Then he can grab it easy peasy. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Boulard who sent Ron the blackmail letter. Oh. What do you think of Ronnie Boy here? Sure. Detective Gumshoe, what about this person? Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head is so full now. To be honest, my head is so full right now. It feels like it's gonna burst. Note to self: keep hair away from Gumshoe's head. I always knew there was something suspicious about this guy, and I was right. It turned out that the mask was really Ace Detective in disguise. You really thought that? Oh, of course. It's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors. Yeah, well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today. Oh. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. Hello, Ronnie, man. I kinda feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy. Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely. Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully. But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face? Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. Oh, I'm gonna leave you to it, man. Gumshoe, have a good one. Okay, how about... This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost to the info on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah. He and the detective worked together to try catching... Nope. Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask, but he got away anyway, huh? That guard. I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. Yeah, it's Ron. Oh. Oh, well. Time to talk to Boots, eh? Time to talk to Boots. Oh yeah, definitely Boots here. This is 100% Boots. October 13, KB Security Guard Office, yep. Wow. This is really something else, yeah. It does look pretty high-tech, eh? Where's Security Guard Office? It sure doesn't feel very secure. KB Security Guard, uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Hey Nick, what's up? There it is, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Boulard murder case. Huh. Oh, yeah. That's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But the cure is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Fine, good info. So, what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. You want a bribe? I thought professionals were more. I don't know. Honest. I mean, he is honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws, okay. Got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeLite was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me. Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron DeLite was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Or they saw an opportunity, and he was following what the guy wanted him to do. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. Security guard. So, what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Monitors, yep. There are security cameras set in each room and the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? Using a radio, yep. The security team for this company, they're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either. So if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. Night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time, and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Oh. I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Bro, we already know you were here. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts after all. Yep. Well, it's like I always say. That was it. That was then, and this is now, okay? It looks like I'm going to have to break all his psych locks after all. Sure, no problem. Or kind of problem. Hey, let the Magatama compel you. Once again, yep. Night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mr. Light? Ah. But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never. I didn't sneak out, I tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1, wow. Now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain look? What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... You found this, yeah. The wallet. This wallet. You know about this. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday, yep. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry. At the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah. Yeah, but is there something you didn't think about? What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? Nope. If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. The card. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But it can't show the record to just anyone you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was almost definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. Yep. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no. Yeah. The night of the crime. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry. There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? Yeah. My Donna happened. Oh, your Donna. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Yep. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. The guy. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So, is that why you left the security guard office? Well, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make it up for it? How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Yep. Oh boy, Nick. Is there anything I can do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick. Great. So what about this? Oh, Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter from me. No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Hey, gamer, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing good. Oh, how much is Alexis demanding this time? Oh, who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? Pretty sure we did. You're good, glad to hear it, man. Anything happening with you, gamer? Anything interested? For me, yeah, I just got a truck. I'm not gonna use it for a bit though till I get a job. Need to secure it. Use an oil change. Want to know one type of user I hate on TikTok? Sure. What type of user, man? What type? Sure. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? Impersonators, When you say impersonators, are you talking about like parody accounts? Or do you mean like people who actually copy like basically upload everything that main person uploads, pretending to be them? Because like parody impersonators, which I think are kind of fine. And then there's the actual impersonators who pretend to be the actual person. Compared to the parody, you know. Copiers, gotcha. Yeah, why? Which one did you see now, man? What kind of copier did you see now? Yeah, I can definitely see how that's annoying, though. Yeah, it can definitely be annoying. Especially if it's your content, right? Parody you chill with? Yeah. That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Oh. Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue. Like the professional guard I am. Wow. That was pretty good. Yeah, thanks. I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Anyways, to answer your question, yes, something interesting did happen. Ah, nice. If you don't mind, elaborating. I'm always ears, man, always ears. Always ears. And eyes, and... Well, I guess more so eyes in this situation since I'm reading the messages, I guess I should say I'm all eyes, right? Yeah, you know how it is. But you don't really consider eyes, you know. Usually all ears is, idiom, right? Yeah. Yes, please tell us. Do You had to stop an impersonator. You had to stop an impersonator because they were impersonating a creator. You knew from like the beginning of you on Twitch and TikTok. Ah. You report them then? And did their account get taken down yet? Or is it one of those like you reported them, they're not really gonna do nothing, they're just kinda gonna vibe there, and you won't be able to do crap and it's just gonna stay there? Hopefully it's former? No, ladder, right, yeah. Reported they didn't do anything, hopefully they do something eventually, but I guess if the guy is not a big creator, if he's not big, he's, well, no man. I feel like if the person they're copying isn't big, it might be a long time. Or nothing might happen at all. Anyways, okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wild. You blocked him though, but you actually did the impersonator dirty. How do you do him dirty, man? You like go on like a comment on each one of their TikToks or whatever, be like, hey, it's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake. Something like that. You exposed them, gotcha. Well, that's good. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wild. You went to the original creator, oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably easier for the original creator to say they're copying content than a random person, yeah, or copying. Mind if I tell the full story? Shoot. Go for it, man. Go for it if you want. I don't mind. Emergency buzzer, here we go. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary, yep. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. So you're scrolling on TikTok as one does, and you see the notification of that individual followed you, and you immediately knew something was up. Gotcha. Because they were fake. Yep. Let's get back to the talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? He wasn't here, man. There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please. Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. Whoa. Let's see. You immediately bait them, and you say, is it really you? Is it really you? They said, sure, how long have you been following my pages? Pause for a sec. That is not anything they would say, So how they were typing wasn't the same how they normally type, gotcha. Discrepancy, okay. Whoa. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Back to the story you said, somehow you don't believe you. They were like, why don't you believe me? And I went to the original creator fast. Gotcha. Might have been trying to scam. Maybe. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That's night. It went off just once in the morning at around 1 AM. Oof. 1 AM. That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Well, the record added to the court record. You're just gonna say OC because you're not gonna keep typing original creator. Gotcha. Yep. The buzzer went off once at 1:02 AM on October 12th in the CEO's office. Yep. Oh. The CEO of our company, he was a pretty good guy. Oh, really? Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry, in return. Just don't expect much pay. I see. I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. Anyways, he went to the original creator's recent post, and I said, hey, do you have any spare accounts? Because someone named that. Then you tagged the faker, they said no, they don't, and dominoes kept falling, Oh, that's good. Hopefully they get caught, or hopefully their account gets, banned. Hopefully. So, in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grew up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. The faker tried pretending to be the OC on their own video, and you actually hit the faker hard. I'm not too sure it's good to hit people, man. But, you know, it do be pretty impressive that you can hit someone through a screen. Pretty impressive to be able to hit someone through a screen. Honestly, it's pretty nice. And don't worry, Nick, I promise I'll hire you for security. Figuratively. Yeah, I gotcha. Wonder how long it'll take for, you know, TikTok to act, though. TikTok to act. You know, sometimes it take a long time. Cause that one probably would be manual review. Anyways, I was skeptical at first, but what the OC said and the question I asked, and them not answering, I knew they were a fake, Nice. I'm 25 now. It's about time I start giving some serious thought to my life. Good. That's the way to be. What exactly are you thinking about, though? Well, you know, my future, my dreams. Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start? A man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down. Larry, I think... forget it. We're just gonna have to have a nice long talk next time. I'm really sorry, Nick. I swear I want to change my ways. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. Okay, oh wow, okay. The question I asked was what series did I add you in, then I went more specific to make it extra hard in case they did a lucky yes. They said what episode and what season. I gotcha. I gotcha. But the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. Answering your own question, it was, turning TikTokers into me, season 1, episode 6, yeah. Sounds like you have a lot of episodes, eh? Only at 6. And assuming it's probably an older one as well. You're probably pretty far. Huh. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter. And that's how I hopefully stop the faker, yeah. I mean, only TikTok can truly stop them. Hopefully they do, but you never know. Larry's your stereotypical guy, alright. Hey, I remember her. Oh, Lord, it's blown my bad. There we go. A gummy. Detective Gumshoe, I felt this right here. Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I get 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. Yes, that series lasted for 8 and 1/8 of an episode. 1/8 because I did do season 9 at one point, but dropped it. You mean episode 9? Yes, and you mean episode 9, right? I can see your eyes and the ears, yep. But the jury is still out on the brain thing. Oh, wait, so 8 seasons in total, wow. Wow, that definitely do be a lot. Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it. Ugh. Do you have an idea? 9 episodes a season. Tonight's being a battle royale. Ah, nice. Yeah, it does sound like quite a bit. Do sound like quite a bit. Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Oh. Here we go. October 13th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight. Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but... Oh, please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from the Lord Retailer department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, King Bullard, was murdered. Give me a second here, gotta blow my nose. There we go, better. And then that's where the CEO, King Bullard, was murdered. There we go. This gets even closer. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you at that night? This time I want to hear the truth. This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Hey, hey. Okay. Mask to mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are mask to mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? Oh yeah, I guess it has. Now it was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Yeah. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not, after all. You were at KB security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo. It's gotta be Detective Atme. That is a crime. So that night, you didn't go to Lord Retailer, you went to KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. At me. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Was it King Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me, and I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. That ain't smart. Okay, and what did you do after that? Imagine a murder, and then you hide the body. It makes you look heckin' suspicious as all heck. Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kinda sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Okay, what if that was at me? I get it. Okay, here's my new theory here. What if you're... Oh. Okay, new idea. What if he placed it in the box, right? Grab the sword. Maybe shove the statue out of the way, knocked over the paint. Nothing paint to get on the box, right? But that's not all. He took the sword with him. To the KB security. At me, of course, at me. And all he had to do was change the time. The security camera said that it was, shot was taken. Please don't say that. Oh. Let's see here, I wonder if that was him. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one before I knew it. They were hot on my trail. But mask to mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. Well, yeah, the two people claiming to be mask to mask are both there. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I had my mask to mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? Yeah, that's right. Well, that... Nice trick, if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Newspaper clipping updated in the court record. About first sight, card and photo is Ron Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atney found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atney found the mask-to-mask disguise. That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atney got his hands on this, yep. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more, now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Why were you fired? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Oh, thank goodness. No, I am. But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. She doesn't seem to really care. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least, and that's what I thought anyway. So he became mask to mask for Desiree. Huh? Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you've got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, Did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days ago, the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it." So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure and went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified. Someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. But plans? Nice plans always up top. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was mask to mask after all. But someone else is behind the theft. Someone who planned them all out in detail. Old man. Probably the CEO. Maybe, actually probably not. Probably Acme, hey. If I had to guess, probably Acme. All I had to do was deposit the treasure I stole into the safe deposit box. Although, KB Security CEO would make more sense as to why the, Wait a second. Okay, what if Acme wasn't lying? He needed to create a thief to match him. So, he gave Ronnie, aka, mask to mask plans, so he could go in. And then, it's simple that, Acme could just, discover the prizes or whatever, or keep them if he wants them. And he can be the one shining, the shining knight, or the ace detective. He needed, Moriarty to his Sherlock Holmes, so he made one. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the secret urn because of one of those plans too. Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've told me just now the truth? Hey Vibe, welcome back man, hope you're doing good. Right now, we're on investigations, trying to figure out, what happened. Honestly, I feel like Delight is mask to mask. And I feel like Acme was the one sending blackmail here. Just think about it. What if Acme wasn't lying? He said he needed to create his arch nemesis, right? So what if he planned it all out, plans all the heists out and stuff like that, gives it to Ronnie. Ronnie's a villain. He can act like the ace detective. Act like the knight in shining armor, In any case, though, Vibe, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Oh yeah. And I got a truck today, so that's good. Got a pretty cheap one. Pretty good condition. Ron's testimony added to the court record. From the masked second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Yep. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. You've seen this case before, you won't say anything. But it's actually nice seeing people playing through this game for the first time, yeah. Glad you like it, man, glad you like it. Yeah, I feel like... I'm pretty sure Ronnie is mask to mask. Pretty sure that. But he said he wasn't the one who stole the urn. But the blackmail sent him to another location. There's the rub. Why would he send them there? Because like, you could say, like, you know, obvious answer, it's a CEO. Because the CEO would have detailed plans about each heist, right? Because he was the one doing security for everyone, right? Simple, he does the security, and he tells Ronnie what to do. He was also a money grubber as well. So it wouldn't make sense for him to do it. What the thing is, someone else was in that room. Who would be in that room? So, what if... Okay, what if Atme was the middleman? Atme was the middleman. Could be possible. Because remember, Atme recovered the diamond or whatever, right? Recovered the, diamond, I don't know. He recovered a certain item, right? Well, if he was the middleman, it would have pissed off. It would have pissed off King Bullard. And King Bullard would have been basically gonna leak it and screw him over, right? So what if... See, I feel like... Look at me, what he wants is recognition. He wants to be known. That's what he wants. So, simple thing is that... This guy wants the items, wants more money, more goods and stuff like that. So he tells Atme the plans to blackmail Ronnie. Because he doesn't want to, you know, blackmail Ronnie himself. You know, too much problems for that. So, Atme works as a middleman. Ronnie does the crime. Places it in the deposit box. Atme places the money. Takes the item. Yeah, nice theory, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, don't tell me. I'm just, I like to theorize. Try and figure it out. Based on the knowledge I have, you know. Not gonna lie, most times I'm completely off base, but, you know, sometimes I'm actually fairly close. So, anyways, he takes it. But you see, look at me. What he wanted was recognition. So, last time, he actually, instead of delivering the item to Bullard, he instead takes the item himself. Easy peasy. And then you'd say like, oh, how'd he get into the office? Well, Bullard would let him in, Bullard could let him in. He probably has ways to circumvent it, and it could have been earlier. And here's the thing. He was dead before Ronnie entered the room. He was in there before Ronnie entered the room. So who would let him in? I mean, I'm pretty sure Atme was the one in. Pretty sure he was. And then I guess he could have easily faked the crime. Or done the crime to get the urn, to give himself an alibi. That he was not there. Because obviously murder's gonna have a higher sentence, and he gets his reputation as well. Win-win. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. King Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course, I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. Although, you know the vibe. Who the heck sees a dead body, hides it in a safe? He would have been much better off if he would have just called the police or whatever, right? He would have been looking much better, much better. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did. So I turned myself in yesterday. Why? He did want an alibi. Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Yes, you would have. But sorry, we're just that good. I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word, yep. Mystic Maya, Pearl. Hey, Pearly. I'm back. Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Korean village to have it examined. And, what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's a real urn. Whew. Now it's a relief. I was really worried. But, there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. Glue. They said that it's paint. And that they were recently put on the... And that they were put on the urn recently. You find it kind of funny, nobody questioned Kane's disappearance, and only found him when Ron the Light just got acquitted? Yeah. True that. It'd be weird how they didn't find the body. But I guess if he was kind of like a recluse, and maybe they could have seen it or whatever, right? I mean, heck, his office kind of looked like a safe in itself. Maybe. I'm wondering though, if we open the safe in his room, if there's going to be treasures in there. Like some of the stolen items. That's kind of what I want to see. We'll get it open eventually, hopefully. Actually, no, there wouldn't be stuff in there. Or would there? I mean, they found the body, they did the tape. They should have seen what was inside, right, when they took the body out. Yeah, anyways, they said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's a big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there. Oh, okay. We'll go find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Secret urn refiled into the court record. Found in Anthony's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's a genuine article. Perfect. Time to go to Adrian Andrews, hey. There ain't no vibe. Adrian Andrews is much better here. Compared to like how she was like in the other, like game 2, right? That's stuck up, not a fan. It was nice when she got knocked down a peg, you know. It was nice when she got knocked down a peg. Start getting nervous. Frick, I would have, you know. It was fine if she was found guilty, would have been fine. But anyways, here, Here we go. Perfect. No, you better be here. Oh, Pearl. How nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. I already looked around. I mean, it's kind of understandable, especially with her whole background with her manager and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's understandable. Doesn't mean it's likable. Like, you know, when she got teary-eyed, it's like, nice. There we go. Finally. She was being rude. And, you know, we got back. But it is what it is, eh? They probably want me to examine this area again. It looks like me it's been dry for several days, yep. Paint mark. This is the same color as the paint splotches on the urn. There we go. So then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape? The box was there probably. Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick. Pretty sure I already looked around, yeah. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that the secret urn was in, yep. It looks like there is some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the pink got on it now. Splashed on. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box added to the court record. Yep. Paint was spilled. I mean, but the front is covered. The front is on. Makes me think you're, does make me think, well, whatever. It wouldn't have went through. Was it open? Now, whatever. Let the Magatama compel you. Here we go. Secret urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit, the urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same. So that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Take that! Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Earls went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Now it looks like the same thing happened. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. Did she accidentally drop the box? But there wasn't paint on the box. Ugh. Wrong one. Yeah, I guess it could have been paint on the back. Or in the front. And he's holding the back. Maybe. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Oh. Da-da-da. So, Mr. Wright, huh? Why do you think it was broken recently again, huh? Well, because I just think so. Ah. Man. Well, it was. It was broken recently, come on, you know it. I'm not willing to yield to you on that point. Please. Now, ask one more time, Mr. Wright. No. Let me save scum again. Screw that. I like having it full, man. I make no mistakes, you know. Now, do I make mistakes? Yes, but... I make them when I can undo them here. Guess I just do it again, show the pink splotches. Fine. I just wanted to show you the pink splotches that were on it were the same that's on the ground, but I can't do that. Ah, fine. Here we go. Why do you think it was broken recently? The pink splotches. Oh. Man. Recently, because it wasn't like this before, huh? Yeah, I don't think you may need to gather more, maybe? More examination? Thought it was fine. Do I need to look at it again? You gotta be kidding. Again? Looks to me like it's been dry for some... Yeah. Something suspicious about this faint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it. I already knew that. Duh. That's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. I knew this all along. No fair. I knew it all along. Yeah, fine. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint mark added to the court record. Completely dry, the box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly, yeah. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. What's not now? Do I have to look back at the box again? I swear. Okay. Oh, we go again. Okay, we go again. And we're gonna get it this time. Let the Magatama compel you. So, in all honesty, whenever I think of Magatama, I'm always thinking of Persona 5. Hey, evidence. Evidence, yeah. I don't know, that evidence doesn't seem strong enough though, man. I think I'd rather show what you were actually here. I don't know, it just doesn't feel strong. It feels like a leap. Miss Andrews, about the paint that's all over the wall. Oh, look at that. It looks like paint alright. Isn't that funny? I never noticed that before. That has to be the most pathetic acting I have ever seen in my life. I'm beginning to get very frustrated. Uh-oh, I'd better do something to calm them down, and fast. Ah, what a magnificent box. You're not going to throw us off the trail with flattery. I want to know about the paint on this box. Well, I'm not sure I don't know anything about that. Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. Yeah. Here we go. See, got a secret urn back. That's really wonderful, but we're not entirely convinced it's the same urn. Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us. Paint was spilled on it here, I mean, I guess we can... I don't know, it just doesn't feel strong enough, you know? Because that doesn't prove he was broken. Okay, what if we have it wrong? I mean, the mask could have knocked out. Has the computer been checked? I have checked it out before, but I haven't checked it recently, no. This is the camera and computer that Detective Atme set up, huh? That's what he said. And yet he still let it take a picture of him. I guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be. The camera belonged to Lordy Taylor, so we knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Atme, I mean, mask to mask, allow that to happen? Can I use a photo? Because the photo shows that the box... And there was a spill there before. Well, it doesn't prove that it was broken, man. We gotta find proof of being broke. So then why would that mean? I mean, mask to mask, allow that to happen. Framing. Gotta use my brain, gotta use my brain. And then, on the contrary, you know what also could be the problem? I could be doing this too early and don't have all the proper evidence. It's fully possible I don't have the evidence here. I'll do a check over first here. Well... Excuse me. Oh. Man. I want to show her this. What do you mean though, the faintest idea? I think you do. Okie dokie. Guess what goes in. Okay, there it is. The thing is, the paint being spilled on it doesn't prove that it was broken. There's a problem, man. It doesn't prove that it was broken. If it was, it'd be easier. We know that, we know the box was there at the time. The statue is pulled. Now, first off, I think this is a murder weapon right here. I think that's a murder weapon. With all the ruse. If you use a murder weapon twice, I guess it could be proved that it was dropped. Kind of. Kind of. But the thing is, if it was dropped, right? You can tell that the paint was dropped because it went everywhere, right? But the urn... Here's what I'm having trouble thinking of here. Okay, so here's the urn, right? It has pink splotches on it. However, the box has paint on the bottom, meaning it was closed. The box was closed during it, so how is there paint on the sacred urn? If it was closed here. Oh, guess we'll try. I don't know if we can prove that if it dropped. It was by the paint. Or the other possibility is that the sword dropped and broke it and also spilled the paint. Yeah, I think that's the other probable, maybe. If the sword was dropped. I mean, this was already, the paint splotch was already there. Oh, whatever. My time will compel you now. Here we go. You're here to give me my info, whether you want to or not. Oops. Yeah. She loves to be unaware, man. Just tell me, you know. We already know that she's lying. Maybe if she was a good liar, then she could lie, but she's a bad liar, so now we know that she did something bad. Doesn't work. Nah. I do have an idea, though. I do have an idea. Why can't you just show it, man? Oh, actually, no, hell. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I get it. Vibe. We're missing the very obvious answer as to how we could tell that it's different. There's a very, 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 very obvious way that we can tell it was broken recently. I'll show you. I'll show you when we get there. Okay, first we do the urn, like, for every time. And I'll show you the very obvious way. You'll be kicking yourself in the... You'll be kicking yourself, yep. You'll be kicking yourself, man. Right here. Right here. Picture's right here. Which means all was in their possession. Yep, oh right, yep. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster. Ah. The poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, that letters were transposed. Tja. I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. Nah, it was a mistake now. Tell the truth. Nah, wait. Or, even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Ah. Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up that last cyclock so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor? Aren't all these viable? Now, this is the thing. It could be the urn. Because all these are tied in. They're all the same thing that, like, tying together. Paint marks, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Well, Miss Andrews. What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't breathe so loud of this one, Miss Andrews. But... Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Well, it's done in my office, that's for sure. Oh, well, there is in my room. Dire. And anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Paint on the box. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is... the paint on the box. This box, the urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. How the heck? It was dropped in the box though, so how the heck did paint get on the urn? She like do it with her hands, just to like, use it as a glue or something. Stick with her and fine. Wait, good thing it was broken already, yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I'm so sorry, I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. You know, this probably ain't gonna make Pearl feel any better, man. This is probably gonna make Pearl feel pretty bad. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. Ah. But I still don't get, cause look, that thing was shut. So how's there paint? We'll figure it out. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. Crash. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, yep. Okay. The wonder I didn't expect it. Like an opening it? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yep. No, it wasn't on my expected. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. And then allowed a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yep. As clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Yep. Darn, not only did Adrian break the urn, it got paired with carnival music, yep. Not only did she break the urn, she decided to open it right then and there. Instead of waiting to be at a safe location to open it, she opens it right on top, and she has it... Think about it this way, man. Even if the urn was not broken, it would have broke. She was leaning it forward, man. That's why the pieces fell out. So even if she would have opened it, the urn would have fell out and broke. It's literally a double bad. Are you kidding? Okay, that's just real ineptitude there, holy crap. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally... I didn't know how it was originally written. I mean, it was originally written Amy. You weren't wrong. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person? Really? Oh, Pearl. Yep. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Yep. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then. Sacred urn updated in the court record. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. Yeah, yikes indeed. Is Pearl's gonna finally fess up? Maybe. Pearly, time to fess up. But there's something I don't get. The statue was in the way, yep. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains, me neither. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy face statue. Aha. Amy face statue. The first time that we came down here. It was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick. There were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here, yeah. Man, it covers the tech. Wait, I could have sworn you would see it like right here. I swear you would see it like right here, you know. It's a perfect cover up, eh? Ugh. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon. That golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. And then the weapon was used, eh? Because you didn't put it in storage. But there's still but there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At the time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews. Oh, what? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. What? The paint was there, but it's already moved. But why would the statue be moved? Why would the statue be moved? Now that is a question, I guess if there was some fight, if there was some actual fight that went on here, maybe. But I thought you might have bring the murder weapon. Cause as he said, they kind of scuffled. That's how it went back, right? He grabbed it. It's likely how it went back. Not too sure, not too sure. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved, but why? I mean, I guess if you were prying it out... Prying it with the sword, maybe knocking it back, I don't know. Amy Faye's golden statue updated in the court record, carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime, moved again that night. That night, eh? So Acme must have done it, but why would he do it? There'd be no reason for him to do it, so why? It doesn't add up yet. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Whoa, why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron DeLite, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask to mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. It's 2 mask to masks. Murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Ah. Problem. Oh, I hate that. Please, why can't I just do the good one? Why do they have to make a new, like, tone? Man, I want the old one. Ugh. It's every time I hear it, too. October 14, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick. What is it this time? You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmey's trial today. Detective Atmey? They say they're going to try him as mask to mask. Already. New game, new jingle? Yeah, but I want new game, old jingle, man. I want new game, old jingle, not new game, new jingle. I hate when they change UI of, like, software, and I just like when they change music. There's only one jingle I don't mind changing every now and then. And that's my alarm. Because if I listen to my alarm enough, whenever I hear it, I get associated. I associate it with getting pissed off that it woke me up. So I keep having to change my alarm. Because every time I hear it, it pisses me off. Whenever I hear, like, my old alarm. So I keep having to cycle through it. Anyways, already, that was fast. Boy, I'd love to see Mask to Mask's trial. I know. Let me guess at me. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. Is that what an alarm jingle's for? Yes, for waking you up. It is, yeah. It is, but you see, I hate waking up. I'm not exactly a morning person, you know. So I get quite frustrated and annoyed when my alarm wakes me up. But it does its job, but I hate it. So if I ever hear it, like when I'm already awake, like if I have an alarm, I need to set an alarm or whatever for like a reminder, and I hear it, I get annoyed. It spikes up my anxiety, it just gets me annoyed. Anyways, oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. Girls has really gotten into her training lately, huh? Is that Godot? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me. Oh, Ron. Mental clock, that's what I do. I only use alarm just to do it earlier, My mental clock is kind of out of whack. Like, I'll sleep for like 6 hours one night, and then the next night I'll sleep for like 12. And then another I'll sleep for 8, another I'll sleep for 10, then 9, oh, then 6 again. Oh, then 4, then 8, it's kind of all over. So I kind of need an alarm if I need to wake up. Please, don't ignore me. Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning. No one likes me. No one would notice me, even if I killed someone. Come on, don't be silly. Oh, wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. Well, a bad thief can't be poor. Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists. Heists? Do you really think there is a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh, how come? Let's just take our time like always. Nope, we need to beat Acme's right. I'm afraid that's not an option. October 14, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Man, we always start at 10 a.m. I wonder why that is. You always get the same slot every time. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready. Operation is the last refuge of the week. Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. Oh, he's got the judge in the palm of his hand yet again. Ron DeLight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Yeah, then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Yep. Well, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. Yep. The victim is Ken Bullard, CEO of KB Security. Yep. Is this tie wrapped around his neck? Oof. His body was found in the safe at approximately 9 AM on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 AM of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Phoenix, he's tired of the prosecutor's BS he has to deal with every day due to you. Hey, why is he gonna blame me, man? It's not my fault the prosecutors are always unique. Eccentric. It's not my fault they're eccentric, man. Man. Very well then, Mr. Godot. Please call your first witness. Don't be Larry, man. Don't be Larry. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. Kidney failure. But the first one is always the best. Mr. Godot, your witness. Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLight, has to say for himself. The defendant. Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. DeLight to testify. Yeah, you got guts, right? Yeah. Alright then, Mr. Ron DeLight, please take the stand. Yep. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? No. That's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. Oh, well. Mr. DeLight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making, and once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Yeah, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security? Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. Yep. My visit to KB Security. Yep. That evening, around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. 1 AM, the exact time the murder took place. The week gets... Sometimes you gotta yawn. The week get washed away by the tide of fate. So the strong drink it up. This kid only slept like... 11, 12... Yeah, around 5 hours. 17 cups of coffee, 16 kilograms. Oh, they can crap, man. Yeah, I feel like with that amount of coffee, you'd probably die. And also... I gotta know how much caffeine before you overdose, man. I gotta know. How much caffeine before overdose? Yep, sure. At least the amount of caffeine is 180 milligrams per liter. Oh. Okay, and per 100 milligrams of caffeine. It raises your blood caffeine levels by about 5 milligrams per liter. Okay, so 17 cups, 16 gram. See, actually, no. That might be off, actually. If we think about it here, really. Those are normal coffee cups. When they say a cup, I'm assuming they mean like those tiny cups. How much, let's see. I'm guessing it's probably extra strong as well. Let's see, how much, let's see, you think you calc wrong? Gotcha. Let's see here, how much coffee in a normal coffee mug here? Let's just use normal coffee mug. A standard American cup measures around 240 milliliters, okay. Okay, and most have around 180 milliliters, okay. Okay then. So he's doing 17 cups, which is going to be 180 times 17. Let's see, 180 times 17. Oh, no, 180 times 17, which is about 3,060 milliliters of caffeine, or about 3 liters of caffeine. Holy crap. That's like a milk jug full of caffeine. That's about 3 liters of caffeine, or a bit more than 3 liters of caffeine. Okay, let's see here. How much caffeine in coffee here? 40 mil. Oh. An average 8-ounce cup of coffee contains around 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine, okay. This guy here. 40 milligrams, about 680. When I search this up, it says how much caffeine is in a normal cup of coffee. This is an average 8-ounce coffee cup. Contains around 80 to 100 milligrams here. And this is coffee connoisseur, so we can likely assume it's likely on the higher end, so we'll go kind of in between. Let's go 90. So 90 per 8-ounce cup. Wait, how much is a mug again? So let's assume it's 100, right? Actually, yeah, we'll assume 90 here. 90. So 90 times 70 cups. 90 times 17 cups here is 1.5. Is 1.5 milligrams of caffeine, okay. And then according to the thing, a decent amount of caffeine is about 180 milligrams per liter. And let's see, when you consume around 100 milligrams of caffeine, it raises your blood caffeine levels by about 5. Okay, so let's see. Therefore, since there are 40 cups of coffee to be lethal, but we'll just see how close he is here for now. So, he's doing 1 to the 530. Let's divide that by 100, right? So around just 15, right? 15 times 5. 15 times 5. It's about 75. Wow. So he's around 75 milligrams per liter. Okay, yeah. So, let's see here. At what point does coffee start negatively affecting the body? Yeah, drink, yep. Affect the body, okay. I gotta know, like, when is it usually bad, Like, if I can figure out, like, what type of stuff would he be experiencing right now? This is up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day appears to be safe for most healthy adults, okay. Now, he's doing about 4 times that a day. Which obviously ain't gonna be good for his liver, at all. Now, if I could figure out here, the symptoms at certain levels of caffeine, if we could get that, man, it'd be great. Symptoms of certain levels of caffeine here. Okay. Extremely high in daily intakes over 1,000 milligrams or more per day have been reported to cause nervousness, jitteriness, and similar symptoms in most. Okay, so he would not be calm right now. he would not be calm. He would not be calm at all. Let's see here. Anxiety, he'd be getting anxiety. Larger doses may cause headache, anxiety, and chest pain, exactly. Insomnia. Digestive issues as well, muscle breakdown. Ay, ay, ay. High blood pressure. Actually, you know, you want to know a fun fact vibe about coffee? I can give you a good fun fact. At least, if it's true, I was told it. Do I know it's true or not? I don't really know, but I do have a fun fact about coffee. So, here's the question. Do you want to know it, man? Do you want to know it? We'll continue on. I'll continue on. The weak gets washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Sure, go ahead. Perfect. Okay, fun fact. Coffee, as you know, you gain a tolerance as coffee. Like, the more you drink it, it's kind of like any drug, right? The more you drink it, you kind of get a tolerance. You need to drink more and more of it, right? Well, a lot of them, you do get withdrawals with coffee. Don't think it's as bad as normal. Like, let's say cocaine or something like that. Not as bad. But, you see, cocaine, to get, like, to your base levels of basically resistant to it or whatever. Resistance to it, you have to wait quite a bit of time. And with coffee, it takes around 3 days to get back to base level. To where coffee is just going to be as effective as when you never drank it before. So yeah, it's kind of... About 3 days for your resistance for coffee to drop. Just a fun fact. So if coffee's not really hitting the same way, you can go 3 days super tired and then it should be working really well. Just a fun fact anyways. It's bitter today. Too, just like my destiny. You'd never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. I visit to KB Security. Oh, cool. You only drink hot chocolate, but good to know. Yep. Yeah, I don't really drink coffee much either. Like, for me, man, I tell ya, coffee doesn't taste good. Like, I tried, but it tastes so bad. Like, if I'm having coffee, I'm gonna put, like, half creamer in to make it just tolerable, you know. There's only a few times where I'm like, hey, I order a drink at, Tim Hortons. You probably don't know Tim Hortons. It's mainly, a Canada thing. Canada, if you don't live in Canada, probably don't know it. I went there, I ordered, like, iced coffee. Yeah, it was supposed to be like one of those ice, shakes or whatever thing. I ordered wrong. So it just ended up being black coffee, cold black coffee, and I'm just drinking it like, this tastes like dirt. This is awful. But I'm not gonna go back up there, because I ordered it wrong. So now I'm just gonna have to suffer drinking this awful type of thing. I'm just taking sips in defeat. Yeah, anyways. Shit. Anyways, hold it, here we go. 1 AM, huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit... 1 AM. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Ballard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure. Oh, sorry, I'd ordered you there. It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They said they'd steal the... Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? What should do I... What should do... What do I do, Press harder, yeah. So what did the blackmail letter in question say? It said to bring 50,000. Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait. I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? Oh, no. After all, he had nothing to do. After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yep. Yes, sir. Sha. The Mighty Mud Skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Wasn't he listening to them earlier? Boom! Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The blackmail letter said, if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. Could object to that, yeah. Yeah, I would, but I don't think I'm allowed. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Ballard didn't have anything on me. He didn't. Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. So that's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was mask to mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. Press everything here. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. A security chief, you. And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the suspect. Maybe I should change the suspect. No, subject, my bad. This ain't looking good. Maybe I should change the suspect. No. Gosh darn it. This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. There we go. Why he was fired. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well, the world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that. Okay, then I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question. I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, oh Nick. My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Come again. KB Security has a lot of security info in all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, I stole some data and sold it. Mr. Ballard found out, and I was fired immediately. What? I wish I had never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it a secret, and made it seem like I had quit on my own. What is it, Dick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that. Sure told you. So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster, heck. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby and what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste. So, Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think. This case has even gotten Maya to think seriously about couples, heck. I'm getting tongue-tied. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something, at least. That's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. You better be careful. What if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans? We'll never get closer to the truth. Oh, man. Yeah. Heck. Oh. There we go. Here we go. We're going to do another question here. Never mind. Oh. Okay, then let's think this through here. That's right. Yeah, what if... Never mind. Oh, I was kinda hoping, because he kinda knew about it, yada yada. Fine. Okay, where's the problem here? When I am, where do we need to go there? Blackmail threat didn't scare me. I don't know, man. There we go. Hates criminals and stuff. What do I say? There we go. Oh, hey, love, law. I haven't seen you for a bit, hey. Hope you're doing good, man. How you doing? Or I guess I should say nice to meet you back. Yeah, but... Oh. Hates criminals and cowards more than innocent, yep. She didn't really seem to care about thieves, though, man. She really didn't. And it was here. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Oh, what doesn't? I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret. Yo. Certain person. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Wow, but listen to me, I guess she's... You couldn't really see the streams. Whenever I wasn't busy, you couldn't really see you streaming. When I'm busy, I saw you stream, Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Yeah, they said life stuff takes priority, right? Life stuff takes priority. Anyways, how's it going with you, man? How's it going with you? Listen to me, my dusty she's... Looks like if I just sit back... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Go not. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh, No, everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here, so far. What do you think, Nick? Yeah, not looking good. I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. At the CEO's office, here we go. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Ballard was lying there dead. What the heck is that? I feel like Ron is just a simp, yep. Yeah, Ron's a bit of a simp, eh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The spending habits, like, that'd be problematic. Just imagine, like, I'm more the type to save money. So imagine, like, yeah, that would be awful. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. See, here's the thing. What if he's using his what happened at KB Detective Agency? He's using that as his alibi, or kind of like pieces from there, you know. I feel like at whatever the detective at me is using pieces of what actually happened for his own crime. And I bet he had the Shichi Shiho or whatever, the Shiri Shicho, Shiki Shasho. Shichi, oh. Shito. There we go. Yep. Anyways. Yeah, he wouldn't have stolen if he didn't have Desiree. Yeah, true that. But too much. He should have been like, okay, you gotta step down, you gotta dial it down on the spending, because we don't have enough money. Anyways, I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Mask the Mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Esme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Not quite. What if it wasn't all a lie? What if, rather, it was something that happened, just... It's something that he did, rather... Tja, no one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that. What are you saying? I really was attacked. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Wright? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Here we go. Hold it. Who was this suspicious shadow? If there were 1,000 of me, and if even one knew, I'll tell you, trust me. His dodging all of our questions is not helping us win this case. No kidding. Okay then. How was the victim, Mr. Bullard, at that time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? What do I think? Forget it. Okay, not helpful. Your forehead. Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. You got 2 Nendoroids for my birthday, yippee. But they're fake because he didn't really mind if they were real or not. I gotcha. Also, I guess happy belated birthday. Yeah, I guess happy belated birthday, hey. Let's see, one was from my friend. It was Edgeworth from my friend because he knew I was a simp for him, yep. That's cool, man. Nendoroids are like Funko Pops or whatever though, right? The other was from your mom, so you matched because I asked her to get me Phoenix. Ah. Phoenix and Edgeworth, hey. Nendoroid. Yeah. They're basically chibi characters, gotcha. Ooh. You search what they were and they look pretty cool. You want one? Yeah. Remember, always buy unofficial ones, man. Unofficial ones, if you get the right ones, they can be good quality, but they don't have the name associated to it, you know. Like, I swear, man, for a lot of stuff, name makes up like 40% of the cost or whatever. Stuff like that. I tell ya. But yeah, looks like some more figures. I was too much of a cheapskate to never really got figures. I'm always just either getting games or upgrading my computer. You put them beside me on the desk so you can get motivated to binge watch Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I guess you're probably excited then, love, hey? You're probably excited because I'm pretty sure the new game's coming out, right? Wasn't it? We're playing as Edgeworth, right? We're playing as Edgeworth or whatever in the new game. Though I probably won't be playing it anytime soon, because I like to wait for sales, but yeah. Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit, so I think I was a little dazed for a while. I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him. Wouldn't have been wearing what? Still a little bit mad they changed Sebastian's name. Was changed into Eustace Winter. And I'm happy the second investigation game finally got localized, Not gonna lie, man. I'm just gonna hope, like, if I play a game, I'm just hoping that the localization really isn't bad. Cause I find, man, I tell ya, a lot of the time localization, they butcher it so darn bad. They butcher it so darn bad, man. They use, like, some weird references that you won't understand. They use some words that you won't get. Or they may just change the meaning of a script altogether. And I'm like, man, please don't. I'm always the type that wants to, like, you know, if I watch a show or play a game, I want the translation to be accurate, you know, but I swear, man, they get a big head. They don't. They get a big head, and they decide they can actually make it better than what the author did. It's stupid, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're making the characters that move around chibi. Used to be pixel, but you can change it in settings, which is pretty cool. Because buying different versions is pain, yeah. That does sound pretty cool. Does sound pretty cool. But yeah, I guess if you want localizations, probably mods are the best day. Getting mods of fan translations are probably gonna work better. Yeah. Nat, could you please clarify what you are referring to? Why? My mask to mask costume, of course. Wait just a moment. Mask to mask. Oh, did I forget to mention it before? There it is. Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as mask to mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? You never told me this. You were with me the entire time, Maya. You would know. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait. That's not right, you know how sometimes things just slip your mind. Tja, my 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. Ace Attorney, I think, does it pretty good. Able to make translation good, yeah. Add jokes of their own that don't ruin script, and also sometimes localize jokes of the Japanese translation too. I think the first game was pretty good. Second game, I didn't notice it too much. This one right here, I've noticed it a few times where they're using, like, terminology from, like, 2012 vibe. Like, they've been using a few, like, like, the Harlem Shake or stuff like that, you know, like, references from 2010s or whatever. And I'm like, man, really? It seems like, you know, first one's good. But then I was like, no, the newer a game is, or the newer it gets adapted or whatever, it's usually gonna have some crap added to it. Let's see, you guys remember the French name of Edgeworth is Benjamin Hunter? Huh. Edgeworth is French name, eh? Huh. Benjamin Hunter, didn't expect that. Huh. My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly, yep. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony, yep. I'd have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my mask-to-mask costume. What's the problem? What? Okay, I guess it doesn't work. Yeah, I thought it would work, because, on the photo, there's a mask-to-mask costume already. This feels wrong, yeah. Yeah, I mean... Frankly, if you would've known him as Benjamin Hunter, probably wouldn't have been weird, but now, you know him as Edgeworth, right? Just like Felix Wright is like Naruhodo or whatever, right? Naruhodo something? I'm absolutely wondering how Godot doesn't have diarrhea with the amount of black coffee he is drinking. Yeah, is drinking a very, very unhealthy amount of coffee. Very unhealthy. Yeah. I already hate drinking coffee. I can't imagine drinking that. Why were you dressed up as Mask to Mask? Why? Because I'm Mask to Mask, of course. What are you talking about? Mask to Mask's trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, Phoenix's Japan name is Naruhodo Ryuchi, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the one who told me it was Naruhodo, man. Pretty sure you're the one who told me his name was Naruhodo, love. We were just talking about how much caffeine he takes. He drinks 17 cups, which is way more than 400 milligrams. It's roughly, if I recall right, it wasn't around like 1500, I believe. I think it's around 1500 milligrams of caffeine. It was pretty bad. No, we did 90. What, 90? Actually, you know what? We should probably... It said it's 80 to 100 in the caffeine. But if he's drinking straight up black coffee, then we're going to increase that to actually 100. 100 times 17 cups. It's around 1700, you know? It's around 1,700 milligrams of caffeine. Now, to be fair, nowhere near the lethal dosage because per 100 it's about 5. You get about 5 milligrams per liter of in your blood for around 100 grams of caffeine or something like that, I believe. So you wouldn't die, it'd just be pretty bad. Yeah, 800. That depends. I think vibe. Yeah, I know the average coffee has around according to Google or whatever, 80 to 100, right? This dude's drinking straight up black coffee, so therefore, it's probably on the higher side, right? He ain't adding anything in it. So he's probably going like 1700 or something like that. It's pretty bad. Like real bad, man. Yep. Actually, let's see here. Checking again. Yeah, around in an average 8-ounce cup of coffee. Wait. How much is 8 ounces here, Let's see, 8-ounce coffee. No. Coffee mug, I should add. You got a Nintendo Switch Lite for my birthday, but it's CFW, basically a type of software that can put in games, so you just need to request for the game. Ah, nice. Sounds pretty good, man, eh? Of course I am, you know, I can't help being, you know, PC superiority, but I mean, hey. Switches do be pretty nice, eh? My brother, I think he has, like, a normal Switch or whatever. It's basically, OFW is basically an online game. And you have to buy the game from the Nintendo eShop. Speaking of the eShop, I'm pretty sure it's banned or whatever in, no, they got rid of it on 3DS. Or DSi. Forget which one. Okay, yeah. So he probably has an 8. His cup is probably actually bigger than an 8 ounce. So he actually probably has more than 8 ounces. So yeah, dude's probably having around, no, 1700. 1700, man. Wowza. Yes, yeah. If you look at here. Average 8-ounce cup of coffee contains around 80 to 100. He's drinking black coffee, it's probably more like 100. So, 17 cups a day. Around 1700. Yeah, he's dying. Well, he's not dead. He's not going to die, but he's going to have some really bad side effects. Really bad. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the mask-to-mask issue. So I thought I should go with him, just to be safe. Wait, switches can't be jailbroken? I know, Nintendo hates when you do that stuff, like... If I recall right, like some guy did it or whatever, some like guy, and they threw him into oblivion. Yeah, if you don't think... Okay. Yeah, you probably don't have a jailbroken Switch, man. it would take a lot of effort to do. Like a lot of effort. So yeah, you probably don't have it. So I thought I should go with him, just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected. It isn't hard, just kind of tedious. Bob, tell me, are you experienced with jailbreaking? Are you experienced with computers and technology and stuff like that? I'm talking for like the average person who only uses a phone. They're gonna have a really, really hard time. Like, I'm not kidding. I've seen my grandma. She can't even turn on the phone. So I'm like talking about like normal people. I think like we're kind of like above normal, you know. We're fairly into internet and, you know, kind of like, you know, internet culture. We're fairly acquainted. At least, probably. I don't know about you, but I've built my computer. I've learned some coding. I even know how to code a bit as well. Stuff like that. So I kind of know a bit about it. But I can tell you, like my mom or something like that, you know, nothing. Nothing. And then there's even some jailbreaks where you actually have to go and solder some stuff as well. And just imagine someone trying to solder. Oof, pain. Speaking of soldering, I actually tried that one time. Didn't work. My headphones broke. I tried cutting it and soldering it together. Yeah, bad time. Didn't work. Because it was broken. It was already broken, so I had to try something, but it is what it is. You would think you're Godot's biggest enemy. Why is that? He doesn't like Edgeworth, I'm guessing. He's Edgeworth's auntie, and that it. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expect. Took a lot longer. Wait, what is he talking about? Apparently you don't gotta do all of that. Just have a USB-C to your computer and move a lot of software around. There's a 3-minute tutorial I found. Ah, nice. You put at least not a lot, but like you know a lot about... You put at least not a lot, but like you know a lot, but half creamer for coffee. Gotcha. Yeah, man, if I'm having coffee, I'm doing like a Wayne Gretzky, not gonna lie. Oh, like, wait, you guys probably don't know, know what, Wayne Gretzky is, like, if I'm gonna do coffee, I'm gonna want, like, 9 creamer, 9 sugar, 9 cream, 9 sugar. Wayne Gretzky's just a hockey player that's pretty famous, you know. Pretty famous in Canada. Because he was really good, but, yeah, like, I need creamer and sugar. But let's see, though, 3-minute tutorial. And I bet you, vibe. That 3-minute tutorial would end up being like 5 hours for someone to know. Or you put milk because it tastes pretty good, yeah. Milk is pretty good. Chocolate milk, of course, is better. Although, you know, for dipping Oreos and stuff like that, I've tried dipping Oreos in chocolate milk, but for some reason it doesn't actually work the same. You dip it in chocolate milk, it doesn't make the cookie soggy at all. It's kind of weird. You kind of want that kind of like sogginess and that, like, you know, you want the cookie to absorb some milk, but nope. Normal milk, fine. Chocolate milk, bad. Don't know why. I tried it, but it doesn't really work too well. Anyways, let's see here. Let's press harder. What do you mean by it took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. Okay, yep. Oh, opening the safe, of course. Why can't you call on the safe door, you see? This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. What was that? Back up a second. Yes, you were the one that hid the body in the safe. Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? I'm kidding. Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? Oh, what? Dirty shorts in the washing machine? On laundry day, I guess. I'd put them in a hamper, then I'd kind of like, you know, do it all in one go. Rather than like, one by one. You kind of broke your Nintendo Switch, but the owner offered to help me for free. Which is really good, but the data had to be erased. I was kind of sad because your most played games is Animal Crossing. That's a shame. Wait, how did it even break? If you don't mind me asking, how did it break? Also, does Nintendo have any cloud storage or whatever that you could have used? I'm wondering how it broke. Oh, those are your Apollo Justice data? Yeah. That's sorted, man, that's sorted. What? The answer is simple. When they take them off. No. Nah. If you have your dirty shorts or whatever, you put them in the hamper, and then you do it later. You ain't doing it one by one. Now that's gonna not be good on for water or electricity. Just any of that, bills. Nah, that's a bad idea. Switch on, line only, Gotcha. Yeah, this kind of does suck quite a bit. Hate when I lose data. Kinda guys didn't lost my data. So if ever, yeah, I mean, I finished it, but I kinda deleted it accidentally. I didn't read. I was spamming through cutscenes or whatever, and then, oh no. Or was it a tab that I didn't read? Either or, can't remember. The answer is simple. When they take them off. Wrong. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's a murderer? Yeah, so you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time was really obscure. It's obscure every time. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Ah, well, yes. Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to your... Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony. Oh, you don't really remember. The only thing you remembered is the owner saying you didn't turn off the auto-update software. And since you didn't know what that was, I was pretty sure it was that. Updates shouldn't brick your device, man. Pretty sure updates don't really... I mean, guess maybe it could have. If it was a really buggy update, but... There should be a rollback. At least on the 3DS there was a rollback. They could roll back the update. Oof, well. I don't do Switches, so I don't really know. Never really played on Switch, except maybe one time for Splatoon. So I don't really know much. No, because it was a custom-made one, Oh. Custom made, custom made as in how? Because the software should be the same, unless you did buy a jailbroken one. Yeah, maybe you bought a jailbroken one, and then when it got updated it broke it. Maybe. Because an update shouldn't break a normal one. Shouldn't break a normal one. That'd be like a you would have heard it on the news. Maybe you did have a jailbroken one, then you updated it, and that kind of broke your jailbroke. Broke it. Because they do say if you jailbreak, you don't really update. Maybe that's it. If it was custom made, they might modded it. Huh, witness, make sure you add this to the testimony. Yes, sir. No, looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. Check. You panicked and hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. The software is really different between the OFW one. What does OFW mean? I'm not too sure what OFW means, OFW mean, Official firmware, there we go. The software is really different between the official firmware one, and many people bought it, Gotcha. So yeah, it's probably, yeah, so you're right, it probably was like a modded one or whatever, and then the update probably broke it. Gotcha. Well, hopefully you have auto-update off now. Sure, it kinda makes it like bad for security, but I mean, He was going to be hacking for a switch right. Jailbreaking kind of ruined security if I recall right, but it's a switch. No one's going to be hacking into it. And you probably don't have any data in it either. Anyways, I panicked and hit the body in the safe. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in the drawer. That's not exactly what I meant. When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. Yeah, I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. I sent it 2 days ago and the owner said he would probably fix it 2 to 3 days, so maybe one more day, Huh. If it's just software, it shouldn't be too hard. Maybe he has a backlog, maybe. It's because you killed him, that's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense. Hold on. 10 minutes, wait, what? What is it, Nick? I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? It's been 10 whole minutes to do it. Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh, the button was pressed. Hey, Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange... Yeah, Ron is so chill admitting he hid the body in the safe. You're telling me, man. He's so fucking chill. Oh yeah, I just hit the body, you know, it is what it is. Hey Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were? That's it, I'll take a look at the court record and present some evidence. We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in this testimony either. I bet you he's still hiding something. Yep, he is. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of him. I just hope he doesn't make anything... I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated. You know he will. He's gonna. Objection, Your Honor. There we go. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what may this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects to the CEO's office to security. No, the record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. Yeah. I get it, yeah, he's admitting he hit the body. He knows to help him, right? I think it's maybe because he tells the truth, he won't get in trouble. Reason why he wanted to get in trouble for thievery, not murder. I mean, you still get in trouble for tampering with the crime scene and attempting to hide a body. Even if you didn't kill the body, you tried to hide it, you're still gonna get quite a bit of crap from that. Let's see here, what's the crime for hiding... Yeah, what's the crime for hiding a dead body? Yep. Yeah. Preventing the lawful burial of a body, yeah. Concealment of death. There we go. Phoenix's reaction to Ron hiding the body in the safe is equivalent to me realizing Mia died on the second case. Just being like, oh, whatever. That it. I mean, yeah, it's a dead body, who cares, right? It's a dead body, not my problem. I guess it's our problem right now since we're defending the guy who's being accused, but normally not my problem. It's a body, who cares? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. There's 3, Good. Honestly, I never check, love. I never check. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. Yep. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 AM. Yeah, no need, lurkers lurk. Lurkers. Not everyone wants to talk in chat, you know. Some people just like to watch. And trying to get them to talk but scare them off. Might scare people off. If you call out a lurker, man. Let them just enjoy themselves, man. Let them just enjoy themselves. It'll be fine. Huh. It is what it is. And according to this react, yeah, I already read that, yep. What? If Mr. Rondelite truly was a murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way, and he would have known about it. Yeah, let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building. He was security staff. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as the chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them. But, as it turned out, the guards never came. Now it was nothing more than a coincidence, yep. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser, who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend, and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity, was not something Mr. Delight could have known. Yep, yeah. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. Objection Uno reverse, yep. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off. This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way you could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious. What do you mean by that? Fine. Let's hear your theory. Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious, so he fainted? Yeah. That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. Yep. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So, what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Sorry, I dropped my cap. Taking a swig of water and, I kind of dropped it. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed to the buzzer. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, this is... Yep. No objection here. This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed King Boulard. Then who pressed the buzzer? Let's be honest, every time Larry gets a new job, it's probably for a new girlfriend. Yeah. Or some way to impress the ladies, right? Some way. Do it to Playboy, man. Do it to Playboy. It was... the victim, of course. Well, then why wouldn't he ran? He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. Yeah. The King Boulard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? Oh, then why wouldn't have our guy ran away? Need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? I get it. There was no fingerprints on the button. Can I prove that it wasn't King Boulard who sounded the buzzer? I can. I can prove it all right. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. There we go. At least starting from the third game, he finally got a job that he committed to. Oh, he's finally sticking to it, eh? Good. Good for him. Good for him, eh? I believe this is a piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. This is the emergency buzzer. Is there some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue. Now I'm the one who's clueless. This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Boulard had really pressed it himself, naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind. Whew. The perpetrator likely pressed it, get the security there. To get the security there. So then Ron would get captured, but sadly for him, Ron, or Larry, wasn't there, rather getting socked in the face by his ex's boyfriend. Yep. What unfortunate for his plan, eh? Ron Delight obviously wiped them off. Why would he? A guard could have come in. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment. Yep. He touched that button, I know he did. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Mask to Mask. And Mask to Mask always wears gloves. Why does Godot look like a hedgehog when he's spitting out coffee? That's one way to look at it, eh? That's one way to look at it. Never really thought of it like that, but yeah. Sure. I'm gonna try to get to a good point to save though. Not sure when. I'm gonna try to get to a good point though. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints? Yeah, he wouldn't press the button himself. Order, order, order. Tja, it would seem. I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow-flavored coffee is, yeah. However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer to frame my client? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? To frame my client. What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? Number... Yeah, I think I'm gonna read that. I can't heckin' read it. That's too heckin' long. I don't know which number that is, man. His haircut looks like a skunk. It just turns into a hedgehog whenever he spits coffee, yeah. Tja. It looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. I don't know, he still looks kind of spiky here, though. You're up to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Ballard at around 1 AM. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight, and then sounded the buzzer. Yep. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well then. Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer? To call the security guard, yeah. The killer knew that if they pressed that button, the guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? Yes. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his claw cleaned at the time. Yeah, what a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? Nope. Nah. No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, he was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the 3rd person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running in at that time, they would think that I was a murderer. Yep, there we go. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective, yep. To frame Ron Delight for the murder. Although his hair looks soft, even though it looks spiky. Oh. Well, not when he does that. Order, order, order. Tja, it would seem. I've been made to eat my words once again. Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Or, wait a second. I'm the one and only Mask to Mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is... I do. You want me to drag that person in here right now? But, who is it? It is, it is at me. I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Boulard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Well, it's good, like, straight at the point. Wait, what? It's called to he wants to be dramatic, man. He's like that philosopher, he wants to be dramatic as well. He just wants it all, man. He wants it to be the center of attention. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of King Boulard? At me. Detective, look at me. Yep. He's the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective, look at me. You mean Mask the Mask did it? Hey, Digivixen. Just getting in from work. Cracking open a can of Cascade, Ice Orange Mango, coffee and drink. I hope you're having a good time with the wrong case, yep. I'm trying to find a good place to stop it right now. Hey, yeah, having a pretty good time. Man, this dude drinks a lot of coffee. Speaking of caffeine though, this dude drinks like probably around like 1700 milligrams of caffeine, man. His like, he's nowhere near the limit of where he's gonna die from it, but man, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, draw a break somewhere, gotcha. You mean Mask the Mask did it? No. Your Honor, the person being tried in court next to us is not Mask the Mask at all. He is... Mad timing to sneeze anyways, he is, in actuality, the true murderer of King Boulard. Order. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is a more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder is a more serious crime. Of course, yep. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Huh. Oh yeah. Do you play Ace Attorney because you don't know, or you're just playing because you already know everything? Are you playing for fun and you don't know the answer? Duh. This is my first playthrough in like every Ace Attorney game, so I have like no clue for anything. All I'm doing is like theorizing stuff like that. Theorizing, and then sometimes, you know, checking stuff at the board to see what's gonna stick. So yeah, I have no clue what's gonna happen or what is, you know, stuff like that. Like I headed in Ace Attorney blind, so I have like no clue for a lot of it, which is why I say no spoilers. Like, even if I do a theory, I don't want it to be known as correct or not, I just want to do it. So I can be like, ah, I was right. Alright, because it's surprising you knew the answer to who killed Kane, huh? And other times going off track by talking about something really stupid. Yeah, coffee, yeah. And now I'm gonna find out a special thing about this particular case. No spoilers, gotcha. Look, man, vibe. If you've been with me for a while, there's one thing you gotta know. And that I get sidetracked, like, very, very easily. I get sidetracked, like, I'm not kidding. It's, yeah, I'm kinda good and mad, you know. We either don't run out of stuff to talk about, but no, actually, no. Actually, we should probably stick on the case, eh? Because I'm trying to find a good spot to stop, eh? Come on, look at me, he looks guilty as heck. Yeah, he does look guilty. Please remember the trial from yesterday, would you, if you would. When Luke Academy confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, a famous detective was unmasked as well, as Mask to Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. Okay. To be found guilty. Mask to Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Mask to Mask was Luke Acme's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. Yep. You still can't get over how the scales on the wall behind the judge look like a crazy hat. Wait a second. Oh yeah, it kinda does. Yeah, it kinda does look like a hat, I can imagine it. Though I can kind of imagine it also has a weird face as well. Kinda like a weird face, yep. I love how we were talking about how much coffee Good drinks instead of actually noticing the case. Yeah. Look, yep, don't worry, I'm love. You technically came in at around the end of the coffee conversation, because I'm not gonna lie. We were talking maybe coffee for maybe like 7 minutes or something like that. Trying to figure out how much coffee he would have to take, like how much the deadly dosage or whatever. By the way, fun fact, supposedly for every around 100 milligrams of caffeine you take or whatever, it adds about 5 milligrams per liter to your blood. And I think for you to die, you need around 85 milligrams per liter to die of caffeine in blood. Don't worry, I can check. No, 180 milligrams per liter. Oh, can't really know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about coffee here. This caffeine in coffee, you drink over a certain amount, you're gonna die. A cup of coffee usually has around 180 to 100 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee. In a cup of 8-ounce coffee. So like the thing that a normal mug, right? Basically what we're saying is that he's drinking black coffee, so he's probably getting around more like 1700 since he said he drinks 17 cups of coffee. Actually in a quart, right? In a quart trial. Could be even more, right? Oh, skills on the wall. Gotcha. Right here, man. Right here. See, it's kind of like a hat. He has a hat on top, and it's kind of weird. Personally, for me, I kind of see more of a face, you know. Yeah, I see more of a face, but I can definitely see the hat. 160 milligrams in your drink, that's 16 ounces. 160 milligrams, okay then. If you have around 160 milligrams, you're likely have roughly the amount. Probably around, I would say, probably around 8 milligrams per liter of caffeine in your bloodstream right now. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, probably around that. Because what matters is the amount of caffeine. The drink, I mean, technically, you could probably pee out a lot of it. You can see the face at this angle. Yep. Glad you can see it. Aha. Perfect. A guilty verdict as an alibi. Ooh. You know, it's almost time. Before what? For Luke Atmey's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and install that one, we need to do it now. Of course. Now it's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Oh. Crap. Proof. I need taking proof. Okay. What if the Shichishito is actually the murder weapon? That's what I'm thinking. What if the Shichishito was actually the murder weapon? Wrote to the back of the head. The victim, or whatever, died of blunt force trauma to the head, causing hemorrhaging in the brain. Now, the Shichishito, if it was at a completely different crime scene, it wouldn't be expected to be used as a murder weapon. And it would have been a perfect alibi. Remember, here's the thing. Dude was using his own software, Admin was using his own software, so it would have been easy to change the date and time of when the photo was supposedly taking place. All I'm saying here, so if you take that, does the crime. Does it, goes back. Steals the urn. Perfect. Set the time of when it done it. Or even then, he didn't have to do that. All he would have to do is let the picture. Yeah, anything that looks sus. I know. But he could also here, as I was saying, he could also get the picture taken. Place the box down. We kind of knew he placed the box down, right? Don't know when he took it, right? Actually, no. Why did he have to do that earlier? Yeah. He should have set the time. He even on the computer, he could have set the time differently. Did we already do Turnabout Bridge? I don't think we have. Anyways, I'm just, you know, spitballing here. Not spitting out coffee like good out here, but spitballing. Anyways, that's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Look At Me's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. Well, he said they got there at 1, right? Bridge is the last case, I gotcha. The only way this would fit is if the photo, the camera, he did say he used his own software here, so it could have been earlier. Set it to 58 or whatever. He sets it to later. Goes to the crime scene. Goes to the crime scene. Perfect. Like heck. If they weren't checking, yeah, he takes it at night. Perfect. Wait, mess up the crime scene. Great. Atme is like the Joker and the Penguin had a love child. Oh, what pleasant imagery for my mind to be gifted with, eh? If we were to intrude and failed to provide an adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no ground for appeal. And we're really sure about this. Tja, that's only good when your life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you. Mr. Delight. I gotta get my safe coming ready. So, please, I'm begging you. Yeah. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can it really risk your life like this? Phoenix. Welcome back, Mia. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. Take the path of trust. She's a ghost now. Or dead. And that voice. Huh. You already know Phoenix got hit by a fire extinguisher? No, I didn't. No, he was hit by a fire extinguisher. Oh, wait, no. Oh, fire. Okay, actually, never mind. Yeah. I got you. You're talking about when the guy took the phone, yeah. For some reason, I was reading fire hydrant and I was confused. Okay, and yeah, you're pretty sure if that happened, they disown with no remorse, eh? Yeah. That would be something. I guess how fat Penguin is, he'd be the one with the... He'd be the one who was carrying. Anyways, that voice, it sounds like... Mia! Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. Tja, so that's your answer, huh? Very well. I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke At Me to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. October 14, 11:58 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 5. Mamma mia! Hehehe. Well, Sir Detective At Me. Tja. Hehehe. Oh. Message deleted. I think I read it. My brain didn't remember it. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective At Me. You were the one who... Hey, you judge. I never saw this guy before. First time seeing this judge. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant Luke At Me. Hold it. Wait. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please. Well, Sir Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom. Who's this over there, eh? Who are you? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke At Me. Accusation? You accuse Mask to Mask. That man is not Mask to Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? Well, where's the recess? Give me a good time to save. Perfect. Perfect time to call it. Tomorrow, it'll be Valorant as per usual, probably Valorant. And then the day after, as long as nothing happens. Like as per usual, something could turn up, but normally nothing happens, so tomorrow should be Valorant. And the day after should be Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. That's how it's gonna be. In any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all later. Peace out, and have a good one. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye.